Frank.
Heard of that.
He's one of my Italian cousins that I have,
Right.
And he, I guess he got it from his father's side, would always have a glass of wine with Coke in it, and that was the first time I've ever heard of that. I was like, "What are you drinking, dude?"
It's a fairly common Sicilian thing. It's not only all Italian. It's generally just is Frank Sicilian?
Frank, I believe is Sicilian.
Yeah,
yes.
I didn't think he was. But yeah, okay.
Then a couple of years later, I meet Nikki's family. Nikki's family's Italian. I go there with a nice, 40...
Nikki being your lovely wife.
Yes.
For those who don't keep track of all that stuff.
Not Nikki Sixx of Motley Crue?
No, definitely not. The Heroin Diaries, get it. It's awesome. So,
Sorry, I was on the nod.
50 bring down $50 bottle of wine to Nikki's house, Italian family. I'm, pouring everybody wine. The grandfather comes up, takes the wine, starts pouring soda in the wine.
It's like, wait a minute. I would have bought an $8 bottle of wine if that's what you're going to do with it. We're just some mad dogs. Yeah, I don't get it now. Years removed from this. It was my stepfather's family that they were the Sicilians. Because in my family, they don't do it. It was my stepfather's family specifically.
What's the concept? They're trying to make the Jesus juice tolerable to the kids?
No, the adults would drink it that way too, though. That's how they would drink it. They would drink their wine with Coke, which was really just unbelievably hideous.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I tried maybe about a year ago, when I tried to start getting into the wine thing, I actually one day had wine with Coke just to try it, or poured it in a glass. Ugh. How did I ever like this? How did I ever do anything with it? Oh, and I remember, I was 13 and I was drinking, so I was psyched.
Yeah.
If you mix it with vomit, I'm sure I would have downed it.
For my cousin's 31st birthday, we got him a 3-liter bottle of Coke, a big jug of Carlo Rossi red wine, and an oversized wine glass.
Wait, he still drinks that way this day?
He still drinks it to this day. Last weekend.
What a child. What an unbelievable child. I drank some more malt liquor with that kid than why wine and Coke?
People would say, why malt liquor?
Why Jägermeister and beer?
Oh, Jaeger bombs.
Jaeger bombs. I saw Jaeger bombs the other day.
Bombs.
Who would want to put Jaeger in Red Bull? Oh, man. That's a Jaeger bomb, right?
I thought a Jaeger bomb was where you drop a shot of Jaeger into a beer.
No, this is a shot of Jaeger in a Red Bull, half a Red Bull.
I thought
in
it
a
was
mug.
beer, too.
Ooh.
Yeah, I thought it was because it's reminiscent of an Irish car bomb,
which is Bailey's
Jaeger
and whiskey,
bomb.
right? And
no, which is Bailey's in
Guinness.
In Guinness. Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I assume that's what it was. Jaeger bombs. As much as I hated that video, which by the way we're referring to, check it out over at our website. Go to bestandshowradio.com. Click on forums. Someone posted an anonymous thing. I think it's entitled something like "This hits too close to home" or something like that. And some a guy making fun of Guidos or whatever. And as much as I thought the video was dumb, Jaeger bombs, Jaeger bombs, Jaeger bombs from the video is so stuck in my head. And I've definitely mentioned it a million times to people over the past day.
Is that a new band name, Jaeger bombs?
Obviously. Well, your new band, you need a new band because you're no longer in the Monty Love experience.
Yeah.
As I make a segue here.
I miss the music, man. I miss playing music.
Well, so allow me to do my Monty Love segue here. Okay, now you miss music. No. So yesterday I go do laundry. I come home from the laundromat and I am folding clothes and putting them away in my bedroom. So I decide to throw the TV on. And as I've said a couple times, I'm a proud member of the DirecTV family. I turned on my DirecTV, and when I turn on DirecTV, what comes on the screen? I put on they actually have XM satellite radio through DirecTV.
See, that's so cool too, man.
So I pop it on, and I'm listening to Ron and Fez.
What does the screen look like, by the way?
Black.
It's black. Okay.
Yeah, they don't show you anything. And I'm listening to the funniest show on the history of the planet ever, barring none, including us, Ron and Fez. And as I'm listening to it, within 3 seconds of putting it on, I hear Ron saying, is it really Monty that you got on the line? It's really Monty? All right, yeah, put him on. And lo and behold, Monty Love is on Ron and Fez. The guy doesn't go on our show 1 week, and he's already a regular on Ron and Fez again now. Of course, you fellas were on the show a couple times in the past. You've been on, actually a few times in the past, winners of the first annual although it wasn't first annual, of the Ron and Fez Festival of Rock and Ribs, or Ron and Festival of Rock and Ribs. I don't even remember how it was worded, but whatever. So it was just crazy to me to turn on my TV and hear Monty on Ron and Fez.
Was
Like,
it
what the hell?
Was
man?
he making football picks? Were they over unders?
Yeah, he did an over under with them.
He's gonna do Power Hour with them next week, I think.
Yeah. No, actually, what he was doing, which I found fun, and the other great part about it is this: the third sentence in the whole gimmick behind it was they were talking about reuniting old bands. So that's what they were talking to about him. They want to do bands reunited with Monty Love, and like the third sentence that Ron says is like, "What happened? You're not talking to Gravy anymore?" Which Gravy, as you guys know, or if you don't know, is Fred. So it was just ironic and crazy to me that after just getting home from the laundromat, talking to Brian while I was at the laundromat about what we're doing for the show, I go home, turn on my TV, and Ron and Fez are talking about Gravy and with Monty Love. It was just odd. I found that cool. So you guys are going to be on Ron and Fez doing your reunited?
Yeah, I would love to do it. I would love to do an unplugged reunited, reunited, like Bon Jovi.
Wait, but they never broke up.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. Probably not. We're probably not going to do anything. He doesn't want to do anything.
You don't think Christmas is going to come along and you guys are going to do it?
Nah.
What
about? He's never going to call the show again, though.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think he's ever going to call the show again.
He had this, yeah.
Apparently, I mean, I think we're going a little too inside, but he put some posts on some boards or whatever about how he finally got some negativity out of his life.
Seriously?
Yeah, but I spoke to him about it. No. Here's the thing. I spoke to him about it. It's not us. It's not us that he was talking about. We're at the very fringe of that. Just after him like clearing up some personal things in his life and getting rid of negativity in his life and having a really good weekend. He just didn't feel like calling the show last week in the middle of having a good weekend.
Slacking.
But I talked to him after this Ron and Fez thing, and he seemed a little weird.
Okay.
Little cold to me, and to me anyway. I don't know, but I love Monty. He's the best.
Oh, well, that's not what you said off the air before.
You're such a jerk.
I hope we don't lose Monty.
I hope we don't
lose
lose
great
Monty.
caller.
Yeah, I hope we don't lose Monty either. He's great.
I think it's a foregone conclusion that he is at least gone for the short term. Yeah.
What would you do for Monty for him to do a Power Hour?
I would do a Power Hour with him.
I'm no longer.
Actually, no, I take that back.
I'm no longer interested.
Let me take that back. What would you do for Monty to be his friend again?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not interested in the Power Hour thing.
You know what I mean?
I'm not interested in the Power Hour thing at all. I just don't know why the kids bumped at us. It was a creative disagreement that we had.
Look, I don't know if we're like rehashing old stuff here, but I was gonna.
Oh yeah, I totally am.
I was gonna float the idea that clearly from last show, I think we proved out that Zombie is not picking the spread; he's just picking a team.
But last week he did,
right?
But the first week he did because the first week he said Pittsburgh by 4.
But
I don't think he's aware of. I mean, I have to go back and listen to it, but I don't think he's aware of a spread or what it is. And if he said by 4, he might be talking about his glasses or something.
What?
I don't know. But
bifocals.
But what I'm suggesting is maybe to ease some of Monty's stress about the situation, we make it just flat pick a team, no spread. Then he clearly has an advantage over it. Let's do that.
No, wait, well, okay. This is over.
All right.
Yeah.
This is over. We're rehashing this thing for nothing.
That's what
that was something that was offered to him, too.
It was never overtly. I tried to do it a couple times, and you kept saying, no, we're spread.
No, we even said that. We even said that the last time that we spoke. You know what? That might not have been on the air. That might have been between me and him off air. That we spoke of. I mean, whatever. Again, I don't want to keep rehashing the thing, especially considering that this is a point of contention with why the kid doesn't like us right now. Is the fact that he feels like we're clowning him week in week.
I'm trying to make amends here. I'm trying to.
Well, the thing is, in the back of my mind, I believed that we were actually still going to do the bit the way that he wanted to do it. Because we made a point to make sure, all right, get your pick out there. And he got his pick out there even when he wasn't doing the show with us. When he wasn't doing it anymore, he got the pick out. And I thought he was going to do the same thing again last week, and then when he didn't call, whatever. Things go all right. He's a good buddy. He's always going to be a good buddy, I would hope. I don't want the kid to take it personally. That's all I care about, is that I like the guy, and I don't want him to...
the show misses you, Monty.
Yeah, and again, I'm going beyond the show. I just, he's a buddy, and I don't want it to be a personal rift over when it was, something, a creative difference on the show. It's something silly to fight
It was very sincere, Chris. I have a warm feeling inside.
I'm waiting for a sound effect to be played. Perfect. Oh, well, that's my thing. Hey, you know what? Maybe I will play a sound effect. You guys mind if I play a sound effect?
Go ahead, man.
I'm going to play a sound effect.
Get it out there. I know you're a little emotional.
Yeah, I gotta cover up here. I gotta do what I can to make myself feel better. All right, this is a Kentucky. Oh, no, excuse me. A Pennsylvania police chief, Robert Amon. Robert Amon from Pennsylvania. Ready? Take a listen.
Well, they were all covered in black and carrying swords. So yes, it did appear that they were dressed like ninjas.
Okay.
Like